I have detailed for the last 2-3 weeks now about this whole Clippers situation. Shouts to Pablo Torre. It's not my information. It's not like I went to go and did the investigative reporting. I wish I did. But I got to give the credit to Pablo Torre. He's the one that has found the smoking gun. We thought the smoking gun was last week. Oh, no. I only thought that Steve Ballmer and Dennis Wong have put in a total of $52 million. And then they said that they got defrauded. No. There's more. Do we know that Steve Ballmer, in a collection of Steve Ballmer, the Clippers LLC, Dennis Wong, have put in a grand total of $118 million into a dead company like Aspiration. Yikes. Now, if I'm somebody who's just a layman, which I am, I'm an idiot, right? I don't know much. Well, let's go ahead and just break the numbers down. If I'm somebody who's investing money, and when my partner is signing up to be a part, have some ownership stakes, the company was already in default. They already had litigation against them when you signed the contract. So that's already the first red flag. But no, we continue to go on. You go ahead and put $50 million into the company, right? Great. What else is there? Let's go ahead and see the timeline, because Jimmy mapped this out very well for me. And thank you so much, Jimmy, for doing this great work. So let's go ahead and go see exactly what the timeline is, right? So remember, Kawhi Leonard signs with the Clippers in 2019. So they're trying to figure this stuff out of how we're going to be able to get him more money on the next deal. Well, Steve Ballmer invests $50 million on September 14th, 2021. On September 27th, the Clippers announced the Aspiration deal. They go ready to get the patches. They send the paperwork to the NBA office. Adam Silver goes ahead and approves it. Hey, Aspiration's going to be on the jersey. Great. At this point, Aspirations has generated and grossed over $300 million. Let's just go ahead and realize that, right? April 1st, 2022. Clippers fund $3 million in carbon credits. So that's basically, something that has to do with trees and offsetting prices and all this other stuff. So normally you can be able to plant the tree for 20, 30 cents. This Aspiration company was a broker company, so you can be able to go ahead and sell that for like $1. So obviously there's some offset there. And if you're a smart owner that's trying to give your star player some money, the best way to offset that is by the carbon credits, correct? All right. Now that would be a company that's actually profiting and doing well, not having two CEOs that are stealing money and are, indicted for wire fraud. Not those people. No. So then we have on April 4th, Clippers put an additional $32 million into carbon credits. Jimmy, can you explain to me why a company like the Clippers would need carbon credits if the arena isn't built yet?
Yeah, it doesn't add up at all.
You would think that they would need this if the arena's already built. Why would you be in a rush to be putting carbon credits in there? Interesting. But we're crazy, right? So then, after that, Kawhi Leonard signs his $28 million no-show deal. Interesting. $32 million gets put in. Was it that day? And the same day Kawhi Leonard signs his deal? But Steve Ballmer has no idea that Aspiration, whatever the deal is with Kawhi, he has no idea. Oh, whatever our business with Aspiration is, we have our business, he has his business. Interesting. Moving on. June 17th, Clippers fund an additional $21 million in carbon credits, We're still in 2022. Jimmy, has the arena been built yet?
I do not think so.
No.
2 years out stuff.
Correct.
2 years out.
The arena doesn't open until 2024. So what are we putting in additional carbon credits in there? Just an additional $21 million. What's happening? Huh? Let's see. July 6th. Kawhi Leonard gets his $1.75 million payment. So all that money that the Clippers have put into it, they're literally trying to fund the company to keep it open so they can be able to make sure that these things don't look crazy because the payments or whatever it is, right? You're making these payments, the company's in good standing, everybody wins. Not realizing that you have two CEOs stealing all the money, right? So then, December 6th, because obviously at this point, Aspiration is hemorrhaging money. They cannot make the payments. They cannot make the payment to Kawhi Leonard. They cannot make the next quarter payment to Kawhi Leonard. So they missed the October payment. Now they go ahead and make the December payment. But they only make the December payment when Mr. Dennis Wong makes his $2 million investment. He's never invested any money into this company before. Never. Never. And all of a sudden, Dennis Wong got out of the way. $2 million. His daughter works for Aspiration. But he has no idea that this company is going under. Got it. Right? Let's go ahead and move forward. So Kawhi Leonard gets his money 9 days later, 1.75. March 9th. So now we're what, 4 months later, 3 months later, Ballmer puts in an additional $10 million into Aspiration. At this point, this company has defaulted. They're done. So what is he putting $10 million in there for? Explain it. How can we explain this away? How can you say that you as an owner, oh, I got scammed, I got this and that. Okay, cool. We can understand when you did the first 50. But all the other money that came after that? So you just continue to funnel money into a place and you have no idea if it's in good standing or not. You don't know where your money's going. Got it. Late March of 2023. So remember, Ballmer puts in the last payment of March 9th. So late March of that same month, government investigation opens up. Come on. Everything is right there for you. They tried to circumvent the cap. And even Mark Cuban said it. Mark Cuban said the best way to keep this hidden, because we would have never found none of this stuff. Pablo Torre would have never found any of this stuff had the company not gone bankrupt. And when you go bankrupt, you have to show all your cards. You have to show all your books. You have all of these things. You have the CEO that got deposed. And they asked him, so all of the clients that have you met, did you meet, who is it? Did you meet Drake? Did you meet this person? No. Did you meet this person? No. Did you meet Steve Ballmer? Do you know anything about the Clippers and Steve Ballmer and Kawhi Leonard and the deal? He pleads the fifth. So if he didn't do anything, he'd be like, no, nothing happened. Anybody who pleads the fifth, they're guilty. You just know that. They don't want to implicate other people for whatever reason. We know why now. So when you had Steve Ballmer go on to ESPN, SportsCenter, we've tried, we do our best to try to, go with the NBA circumventing rules, and I didn't do anything wrong. The only thing wrong I did was just put all this money in. I'm embarrassed. Okay. But here's the other part of it. Adam Silver is in a very, very tough position. You know why Adam Silver is in a very, very tough position? Because Adam Silver is not Steve Ballmer's boss. It's the other way around. So how interesting is it that your boss is doing the bullshit and now you have to be the one to be judge, jury, and executioner to make the decision? Not only that, But all the other owners like Steve Ballmer. They like the fact that he's a big money guy. Hell, he's on the accounts committee or whatever it is to be able to keep things on the up and up for the league. Just think about this. He's on the committee to keep the NBA books clean, and he out here doing foul stuff. Allegedly. Because we have to put that out there. Allegedly. So how does this turn out? Do you think the owners are going to want to see Steve Ballmer get in trouble and sell the team? Or be suspended or some harsh penalties come down? Absolutely not. So I'm curious to see what actually happens. Because at the end of the day, I have no idea what the decision is. It's not going to be a decision that's going to come swiftly. It's going to take some time. But what I see is circumstantial evidence. This is one of those things where it's like, I want to see how you prove that it's not circumventing the cap. Because whatever we have here, it says, okay, everything looks like this. So if it looks like this, walks like a duck, talks like a duck, got duck feet, it's a duck. This is what I see here. The Clippers look guilty.
Well, what if it identifies as a cat?
It could do that.
See what I'm saying? Think about that.
But if the evidence and all the facts and that cat is over here quacking, we said, we got you. Yeah. Right? You can identify as a cat if you want to, but we got you quacking over here.
Gotcha. All right. Touche.
That's what I'm saying.
I mean, if you're not guilty in something, you can come back and show that things that you're not guilty, but they're just kind of sitting and doing whatever.
Yeah.
To save face, like, you're guilty. You know, like, showing, like, proof, like, this is where this money came from. I
right.
gave it to him. It's not, you know, going against any of the NBA rules and whatnot. But they're just like, oh, like kind of stuttering
right.
over the topic.
Because your point, here's the thing. If you're going to say that this is not illegal or this is not something that is a problem, then show it. But now what's going to end up happening is that now you're going to ask everybody else to show their cards. So you just messed it up for everybody else. For everybody else that's out there doing foul stuff. You are now the guy that messed up. Why? Because you didn't make sure that you kept this company afloat. If you knew that you're doing foul stuff and you know that you're one of the richest guys in the world, right? And you have an inkling that this company is going underwater because the CEOs are dirty. Wouldn't it behoove you to say, yo, I'm going to just funnel another $500 million into this team, into this situation, because we want to make sure that this company stays afloat until Kawhi is out of here. Mm-hmm. And then when that happens, then whatever.
Yeah, pay to cover it up.
Yeah.
For the time being, and then try and win or whatever they want to do.
Right, but don't shovel money into the company and then stop. Uh-huh. And then all of a sudden, now the books are come on now. You're dumb. And you know what I always say? I'm gonna keep shooting these shots. Because prove me otherwise. I have Clipper fans, oh, you don't understand how it works. Motherfucker, you don't understand how it works. How about that? You don't know how it works. You have no idea what's going on. All because you a fan. It's all right. Your team cheated. You got caught. It's all right.
Yeah. A lot of teams do it. A lot of sports do it. Like,
yeah.
That's not uncommon. But for it to kind of be under investigation now, it's definitely going to, we talk about, like, change a lot going forward for the NBA if it does officially sign, like, okay, they're guilty.
Yeah.
So
I wonder what's going to happen when they walk his ass out of the Clippers arena. Is he going to grab the security guard's thighs just like how he grabs the people's thighs at the games? Is he going to do that? Is Steve Ballmer going to grab the thighs of the security? Please, no. Kick your ass the hell out of here. You're a cheater. Allegedly. Because you're not coming after me. I don't care. Space is space. It's right there in front of me. What can I say? So for everybody out there that wants to go ahead and discredit Pablo Torre, you go ahead. Let me not. There you go. We're not giving him no money today.
Oh, no.
Yeah, no money. Yeah. For all those people that don't want to give Pablo Torre no credit, go ahead. But there's no way that he's going to be able to do this level of investigative reporting, dig this deep, get all of the he has affidavits, he has recordings, he spoke to people undercover, anonymously. Are you crazy? Man found out. Fuck around, found out. Love it. And the fact that it's the Clippers, I'm telling you, hey, listen, New Mexico wants the team. Send them there, right? Seattle, they need a team back. Send them there. We don't need another team in LA. They can use that stadium for when Drake and Chris Brown and Justin Bieber go there to perform. They don't need no basketball team there. Because nobody watches the Clippers anyway. No one watches them.
Yeah.
Nobody cares.
Nah.
If you want to go ahead and call me a hater, go ahead. I can't wait. I'm telling you, there's people in my comment section. And they tell me, yo, you an idiot, bro. You don't know what's going on. You already know how I am, Silent Sass. I'm extremely petty. So I'm just going to wait. I'm going to wait until the investigation is over. Because once the investigation is over and they are guilty, I'm coming after everybody. I'm coming after everybody. And I'm sure Pablo Torre is going to do the same exact thing. Go ahead if you got past, man. Do your thing. Just don't knock anything over. So yeah, it's just one of those things where I'm tired of people thinking that people don't be out there cheating. The Clippers were desperate. All right? They were desperate and they found the biggest crook to be able to go ahead and partner with. Because Uncle Dennis is a bad person. Kawhi Leonard now, because all the reports are starting to come out, right, that the Clippers don't want him. I got the Trump hands, right? They don't want him. That's crazy. So who's to say that somebody on the Clippers allegedly leaked this?
Good point.
Who's to say that? Who's to say that they didn't leak it to get his ass out of there? Because if they get in trouble, right, you know what happens to Kawhi Leonard's contract? It gets voided, which means that they ain't got to pay him no more.
Oh, really?
He becomes a free agent.
I didn't know that.
Yes. So there's a lot of moving parts here, and I'm all for it.
Are you, though? Because I hear he doesn't want to leave L.A.
Good. So guess what? We'll give him $6 to come to the Lakers, and we're going to bench him. Take your ass on that bench, because you're not taking nobody else's spot. We don't want you. You can sit there. Sit there and collect dust.
I heard the demands that was made to the Lakers. I don't know if it was real or not.
Oh, it was real.
Private jet?
That's real. That's real. Because he asked the same thing out of the Raptors, and Masai Ujiri told him to take a walk.
Take a walk. Damn.
See, that's what I'm saying. I say it all the time in regards to the desperate guy or girl. They desperately want a relationship. Oh my God, I'm so lonely. Nobody wants to hang out with me. And then some shark and some charlatan comes around, right? And it's the worst person in the world and manipulates you and takes all your money. Why? Because you're so desperate to have somebody instead of being by your damn self. The Clippers were fine. They were fine where they were at. In the basement with the dehumidifiers and space heaters. They were fine. Now you went ahead and got the big owner, ooh, Mr. Thigh Grabber, ooh, Mr. 1,000 Bathrooms. Go ahead. But when you got guys like that think that they're bigger and better than everybody else and they'll never get caught, this is what happens. Because again, this is not the first time that they got caught. This is not the second time that they got caught. This is now the third allegation against Steve Ballmer and those Clippers, right? First time they got caught. First time they got caught with DeAndre Jordan. And nobody cared. It's all right. We'll give you a $250,000 fine because nobody cares about DeAndre Jordan. If you was giving him $6 and we find out that you found out and gave him 10, it's fine. We don't care. But the fact that you went ahead and did this with Kawhi Leonard, because there was some complaints back in 2019 that said, yo, we don't believe that this was on the up and up. NBA didn't find nothing then. Because guess what? Pablo Torre wasn't on it yet. So shouts to him. Shouts to Pablo Torre. I've become a big fan. Big fan. Because anybody who can be able to single-handedly make a billionaire, one of the 5 or 10 richest men in the world, hop on a jet to go to Sports Center to have to go explain himself. That, sir, is a smoking gun. Moving on. I'm on fire today.
That was good.
I'm on fire today. That was pretty good.